Hola, buenos días. ¿Qué tal a todos? How is everyone today? I hope that everyone is feeling the fullness of their expression in this moment and for all moments to come. Today, I want to talk about intensity. So, my story has been that I am an intense person, or I have a really expressive energy that evokes a lot of emotion or reaction from other people. And it's something that I'm really learning to love about myself more and more, actually, each day. And that even though I can be an intense experience for people, I can also be a catalyst. I can be an intense experience that people won't often find. And that uniqueness, that is my frequency, my being, is exactly what I'm here to explore. Above all else, this is the art of knowing oneself, the art of feeling oneself, the art of building oneself in a place that creates beauty for what we experience. That doesn't mean we control the outside or the surroundings and the things that we, we need to get done or we need to experience, but that we have a peace inside, as I was saying yesterday. And actually, what I'm understanding is that someone who is peaceful with what is can be very intense for other people who are not necessarily in a space to embrace that about themselves. And that's okay. Hey, Mason. Because when you step into a space of real awareness about what it means to be yourself, about what it means to connect to others, you realize how everything is just a reflection. Not just from your perspective, but from theirs. Everything they perceive about you is seen through their own filtered lens. And there will probably be harmonious synchronicities in those judgments or understandings. But there will also be the need for them to categorize you in a space that is conducive to their own previous life, their own experiences that they've explored and the stories they created around those things. And actually, that's nothing to do with us. You know, what someone else is creating. It is and it isn't. Because life is a co-creation. It's a huge co-creation between all of us. And energy is never wasted. Energy is always exactly where it's meant to be. But there's also a choice we make in each moment to either give that other person the power of, oh my gosh, I'm an intense person, I must retreat inside myself and hide myself and keep myself to myself so I don't disturb anyone, or fucking adore that part of ourselves that is intense and say, yeah, I love the way I live my life. I love the way I experience things sensually in every single moment. I love the way that the people that get it, they just get it. and you meet them, and you meet eyes, and you just know that being is on some high-flying disc, they're on some high-flying plane, and you both understand where the other one is and what they're trying to do. And that little delightful moment of connection that makes all the misunderstandings, all of the "you're too intenses" moments, so worth it, because they get you. And we don't need words to get each other. We just need to learn to feel each other and feel the words, feel the energy, feel the being. You know, I think that's one beautiful thing about traveling, is you learn to feel other beings, especially if you don't necessarily speak the language 100%. You know, you get flavors of people. And that can be so inspiring. I think I'd like to tell a story of what happened yesterday whilst I was out walking with a friend I met here at the hostel. And we were just walking into the town, into the square, and a lovely man walked past, and he heard us talking, and he asked me about the crystal I was wearing, which was sent from a very beautiful friend from India. Thank you, Shiva, if you watch this. Big, big hugs. And we started to talk about crystals, and he showed me to a shop with a beautiful gentleman who creates his own jewelry made from Mayan amber. And it's like azul, blue. The under the UV light, you can see this transformation of the crystal. And as this man was connecting with us and telling us his delight in these beautiful objects, I just knew that this was an opportunity for me to step into a space of trust in the person that I am. And that as a coach, as a reader, as a facilitator, I am in the space of asking people to invest their time and their energy and their trust into me, into my practice, into my realm of understanding. And to ask that of people means you must be a particularly trusting being when you feel aligned with something. And so instead of running away from someone trying to sell me something, I loved it. I embraced it. I delighted in the experience, because I even said this to him, I am in the business of passion. And when I see another being fully in their element, in their passion, sharing a piece of them, they deserve the worth that they are asking for. They deserve that. Because what world would we rather live in? One where people are happy and healthy and able to actually afford the things they want? You know, what stories are we creating about abundance, about our money? Sure, maybe it's the reality right now that we don't have anything, or we don't have this, we don't have that. But by saying that and affirming that, we are creating more of the same thing over and over and over and over. And it's just a vicious cycle. It has to end sometime. So why not now? And I'm blessed with beautiful friends who support my abundance, beautiful friends who encourage abundance, beautiful friends who remind me of my abundance, the abundance of love, the abundance of money, the abundance of delicious food, the abundance of nature, the abundance of opportunity. And to really know oneself is to have this abundance of choice and say, that's the one I want. And I guess my point to this story, or for sharing it now, is firstly to say that there is so many possibilities when we let life unfold around us and we trust the process. We don't react out of fear of what is this person trying to get from me. You know, what can they offer me? What can I offer them? What can I learn in this moment about myself and about life, about what I want, about what I'm creating? That story of no money, that story of lack, that is an old story that's manifested now, and it's time to end it. It's time to move forwards for all of us. Because at one point in the future of the world, problems will become minimal, and we'll all have an opportunity to create from a space of authenticity. That might well be in thousands of years, I don't know, but all I know is I'm living that now. Because I deserve to. And so do you. We all do. But it's the decision we make to make that happen. We trust in our own ability to make it happen, in our own ability to read the energy, to read the feeling, and to know when something is for us. To invest in the coaching that brings us up, levels us into that space of pure knowing and understanding and connection. We become who we spend the most time with, or we become like, with our own little flavors. But think about the energy we're absorbing from other people. Are these even traits and qualities we want to have? Or are they just familiar? Are they just comfortable? Are they just keeping us in the same stories that we've been telling ourselves our whole lives? But every now and then, you'll meet a being like I did yesterday, who opportunity just blossoms through. I'm going to help him put his store online, sell some things online, and I'm going to buy a beautiful amber necklace. And do you know what that amber necklace is going to represent to me? I deserve to be wealthy in every way. Through my wealth, I help countless humans realize their own wealth, their own potential, their own love. It's not something to be sneered at. It's not something to diminish. The intention and the way we use our wealth, our money, our energy, our power, that is where everything lies, the intention behind it. Nothing is innately good or bad, but the way that we do something creates a consequence. It creates more options, more possibilities. So the space we're acting from is what echoes in those next possibilities. The wind agrees. Let's just feel that for a minute. I'm going to use cigarettes as an example here because I love to have a cigarette every now and then. It feels good to me. It feels delicious to me. And not all the time, but sometimes my intention is, I'm going to consciously breathe in this moment. I'm going to enjoy this feeling. I'm going to embrace this feeling. I'm going to love this feeling. And even though that choice may not be ideally the one that I would like to make forever, in this moment it feels good to me. In this moment I allow myself the freedom to express in this way. I allow my body to be the art that I'm creating. I allow myself the freedom to be flawed, beautiful, perfect as I am. You know, I don't have to be some perfect bitch. I'm a human, but I'm a powerful one. I'm a fucking powerful one. And so are you. The funny thing is, society is built around people and powerlessness. And that's the truth of it. To really claim what it is that we came to this earth to be and to become, we must realize our own power and connect with beings that remind us of that power, connect with beings who are ready to be there in the way that we deserve. I've really made a trust. I've created an opportunity for myself. I've freed myself up, my time, my energy, my being up for channeling everything I have into serving my business, unfolding reflections, my community, Unfolding Reflections, providing free gifts for people who may not be able to afford this type of intimate connection yet being the operative word. But I've trusted that I can make a living from this. And I know I can. I know I am. I know this will continue to blossom and unfold. And I'm really excited to share that journey with you all. So I just want to say thank you for taking your time and energy to invest in me and in my dreams and all the things that I'm putting into the world. I appreciate your appreciation, and I appreciate you. Thank you, Mason. I really am so grateful for everyone's support, because this journey is really showing me how people can wish you well with one face and talk nastily with the other. But you know what I say to that? I wish you well. I wish you well with love. And I welcome in my people. So much love. Have a beautiful day.